But we have a quorum, so we can proceed with most of our business, I believe, if not all. Okay, could we have a roll call for attendance, Lynn?
Sure. McDonald?
Here.
Flood?
Here.
Wakefield?
Here.
Curtis?
Here.
Cyrusky is excused. Ranger? Here. Waffle? Here. Barnett is excused. Pearson is excused. Swag? Just here.
Okay. If you would, stand for respects to the flag.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, the first actionable item on the agenda is the approval of the agenda itself. Are there any changes?
We can cancel 10B, Ray Hammond.
Okay,
All right.
so we'll strike item B under new business to number 10. Anything else?
Nope.
Okay,
Oh, Mr. Chairman, I would move to approve the agenda as amended.
I'll second.
we have a motion and a second. Are there any questions on the motion? Hearing none, all in favor of the agenda as amended, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, please say no. The board has received the minutes of the October meeting. Are there any questions, changes, corrections? If none, a motion to approve would be in order.
I want to make sure I'm right on this one. I'll make a
I'm waiting
motion.
for-
I'll make a motion that we approve the financial activity and approve the bills. And I want to make sure I'm right at 17,480. Is that correct?
We're at the minutes right now.
Oh, we approved the minutes? Okay. I
please.
make a motion, we
You're
approve
way
the
ahead
minutes.
of us up there.
Yeah.
I like that idea.
Yeah, I like that idea.
I'll second the motion.
Thank you. Any questions on the motion? Hearing none, all in favor of approval of the minutes, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, please say no. Okay, moving on to the director's report. Lynn?
Sure. Just a couple updates. We did have our all-day training Saturday, October 19th. That went really well. I think Ray, though, our trainer that has been doing a great job, has decided that he wants to go back to driving. I think he prefers being with the people instead of being in the office environment. So he's gotten us off to a great start. So we're gonna now be, he'll stay for the next couple weeks, but we're gonna be now looking for another trainer. Just wanted to update you on that. And we're getting close with our independent township contract. I know I just sent it today. There's a couple little changes going back and forth. It's in our attorney's hands right now, so we'll have it on the agenda for next month as well for us. But we did pretty much agree to negotiate a $25,000 increase. This was a meeting we had with the commissioners and Oakland County, and they had agreed to pay to increase the budget that we had approved last month of $75,000 for the parking lot up to $100,000, and then Oakland County is going to give us an additional $25,000 overall for the millage. So we come out full. So looks like we're getting very close, and we'll end up getting like 20 parking spots out of it, which we started at 12. So looks like we're getting close. And let's see, I'm interviewing for an accountant position. We have couple good candidates that kind of narrowed it down between. I met with Steve Auger, our architect, yesterday, and he's getting close as far as going to be revising the plans, getting better cost estimates, and it looks like those adjusted plans will probably be after the first of the year, and it looks like the work will start in the springtime. Early spring is what he's thinking. And NOTA did assist with the explosion that happened in Orion this week. We helped transport some residents to some safe locations that were in need.
Thank you.
And I think that's about all. Thank you.
Okay, anybody have any questions for Lynn or clarifications?
My condolences to Mike, I didn't know that.
Oh, yes, Mike's father,
Condolences.
I've got a question.
yes.
And I think did you get my email or did?
I did, yes.
What is, with that, is it something we purchased already, or is it gonna be purchased for us, or how does it work on the,
For the
what's it called?
website, The revise.
Yeah,
Revised website?
It's under $3,000, so it doesn't require bidding. So it was just a purchase that we went forward with. And Veronica, our social media website person, did some research, and apparently they are a governmental website company. They've done like 3,000 governmental units, including City of Detroit, Troy, and whatnot. So
so
it's,
did I misread it? It's under 3,000 per year.
right.
It's 3,000 a year, so it's a grand total of 15,000, isn't it?
Yes.
Am I reading it? 29, 22, it's 3,000.
Right.
5 years, 3 times 5, 15,000. Wouldn't you need this board to approve $15,000 purchase?
I guess I look at it as the annual purchase, but I guess I didn't think about that.
Yeah, the
So-
contractual
Total.
total, yeah.
So,
So, I mean,
Um,
if you buy $100,000 and say, well, I'm going to pay, $2,500 a year for forever,
Right.
seems like this board would have to approve that.
yeah,
So,
I guess I
Well,
didn't look at it that
we-
way.
And ordinarily, we might have considered potential bidders, but I think we could probably call this a professional service because it is a governmental priority contractor. If the board wants to vote on it, we can do so. I would suggest that we consider approving the contract as presented, or if there's modifications, we can certainly do that. Ed, is that,
didn't even get the issue. I'm looking at $15,000.
well,
And even though we're paying it in 5 years,
Mhm.
increments, 3,000, 5 years, what's the difference in buying something for 15,000 and paying payments on it, or?
oh, no, I agree, Ed, I agree, and that's what
But
I'm saying is.
I think
is-
you've already purchased it, so it's water under the bridge.
So it is, and, yeah, I'm sorry, I've
Okay.
looked at it as the 29, 22, and I guess I wasn't thinking about it as being on the.
I really don't want to start a precedence and say, okay, we just bought something for $30,000, but we're only going to pay $2,500 a year for the next,
Right,
that'll start a precedent,
Okay.
so.
sure, no, that makes sense.
Okay, well then, we'll run it through the board. Is that
Mhm.
okay?
It's fine.
We'll say, is there a motion then to approve the contract with
Revise,
revise
it's called revise.
for the $2,922 a year for 5 years? Yeah, this isn't ordinarily how we like to do business, but in light of everything that's gone on, unless there's an objection,
So moved.
who made the motion? Oh, you moved, okay. Is there a second?
I'll second the motion for discussion.
Okay. All right, we have a motion and a second.
Was it Amber, or was it, oh, Amber, okay, all right.
So is there discussion then? Is there-
I have no problem with it. If this board has no problem with it, I would just like to be cautious and don't do that.
Absolutely.
Your point is well taken, Ed, and you made it
Understood.
well, so.
It's like putting the cart in front of the horse, but
Yeah,
it comes to a total of $14,610 for the 5-year period. And one thing about this, normally they'll want to jack you up like 6% a year, every year. So that is a good thing on here, that we're not seeing an increase in cost,
right,
Ditto.
on
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
But I think Ed's made the point, and yeah,
absolutely, I understand.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I
make that
apologize.
correct.
No,
Absolutely.
Ed, no. It's all right. If there are no further questions, we'll have a roll call vote since it is a monetary expenditure and it is in the budget.
Sure. Okay. McDonald?
Yes.
Flood?
Yes.
Brakefield?
Yes?
Curtis?
Yes.
Granger? Yes. Walpole? Yes. Swack?
Okay. Thank you, Ed, for bringing that
Yeah.
forward. Okay. That said, we'll move on to public comments, and then we'll approve the financial activity for October. Any comment? There's no one present. I'll say no comment, no public comments. And then financial activity for informational. Make a motion to receive and file the informational financial.
I'll make that
activity.
motion, receive and file.
Okay.
Sport.
And was I right in that 17,000 bills to be
That's what
paid?
I'm trying to find myself.
It's actually 185, 511, 87.
I got it.
See it?
I got it.
Yeah,
Front page.
right there.
Okay, there's a motion. Well, is there a motion for the
Yeah,
bills?
I'll make that motion that we, where am I at? Approve the bills of 185,511.87.
Is there a second?
Second.
Okay. I don't think I called a vote on the financial activity.
No, you didn't.
So all in favor of the filing the financial activity, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, please say no. Approval of the bills in the amounts stated. Could we have a roll call on that, please, Lynn?
Sure. McDonald?
Yes.
Flood?
Yes.
Brakefield?
Yes?
Curtis?
Yes.
Granger? Yes. Waffle? Yes. Swack?
Okay, motion carries. All right. We have no new old business, and we do have new business. Due to the recent election and our own bylaws, we should have an election of officers for the NOTA board. So,
I would like to make a partial motion to leave Mike in as chairman and Chris Barnett as vice chair.
I'll support that motion.
Chris isn't here.
That's okay.
No, he never is here.
That's okay. I'll take that responsibility.
Okay.
I have a discussion topic.
Yes, Mr.
While
Curtis.
Addison truly noted they were out in front of us, we don't do our committee nominations until our December 11th meeting. And we were all sworn in yesterday, so now I have 2 new trustees and a new deputy. So you may want to wait on items 3 and 4 until the December meeting, because we will have a couple new people. One from the village, one from here, and one from anywhere.
Yes, I don't have a problem with that.
I'd like to
I think-
revise my motion.
Well, I
That-
have no problem with Mike and,
Item number 1,
Barnett.
Mike McDonald. Item number 2, Chris Barnett. Item number 3 and 4, we're going to table till next month.
Second.
Okay.
there you go.
See, at least we know we got a chairman next time and
Correct.
smooth
Yeah,
around.
and I know Chris has no problem being vice chair.
Okay, we have a motion and a second, and I apologize for the convoluted way we got there, but we figured it out.
But you're
So,
not-
I think you're doing a great job.
I do
was
too.
at the Board
Yeah.
of Commission meeting
Think,
I
all
heard-
day, and it's just like, you know what, dude, this can't get
it's like swimming upstream, isn't it, Jack?
without a paddle.
Yeah,
Doesn't it like herding cats?
with sharks.
Get all the puppies back in the box, oh my lord.
Okay. Yeah, let alone 17% the first year and 9% the following two. Holy cow, it's crazy. the
Oh,
increase.
boy.
So, okay, we have a motion and a second to appoint Addison Representative McDonald, Orion Township Representative Chris Barnett as chairman and vice chair respectively, and then to have elections for treasurer and secretary in the month of December. Could we have I guess all in favor of that motion, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, please say no. Okay, that's the way it'll be.
And that
Whoever
meeting
made-
is December
Whoever made that motion was brilliant.
Yes,
you did a great
December
job.
19th.
Didn't it? Wouldn't it go
You were
smooth?
just perfect.
Okay, we deleted item B.
Barnett's copies, so I'm doing
Item
all
C is the Oakland County contract adjusted budget for 2025. Lynn, do you want to give us a synopsis?
Yes, like I discussed in the
I can get-
director's report, it just increased by $25,000 for the Oakland County Transit Village, as well as the paving for the completion of the parking lot for Independence Township. Went from 75,000 to 100,000. So our total Oakland County Transit millage for next year will be $6,684,346, with a total revenue of $10,874,654 in matching expenses.
Okay. And that was how much?
The total revenue, or is that, or the millage?
Okay, the millage
The
revenue.
millage revenue, yeah.
Okay, I see that, all right.
What page are you on, Mike?
It looks like
It's
this.
about a little more than halfway through the pack. It's Appendix B,
Appendix B? Okay.
Right after the bills.
or I
page
should
right
say
after the
Exhibit.
bills.
Exhibit B.
Exhibit.
Yeah, okay,
Right.
got you now. Yep, got you.
And this is what was approved by Oakland County, so.
Okay, so
Keep wasting
this,
time.
this is what and why they're giving us what they're giving us. What's the pleasure of the board?
What's the difference here then, plus?
$25,000, the difference is an increase of 25,000?
That was for the parking lot for Independence
Yes,
Township?
yes.
So that's how it all ties in?
Yes,
Okay.
yeah.
Yes.
It went from 75,000 to 100,000, and then they just increased the transit millage.
Balancing out the
to
budget,
balance it
gotcha.
out. Mhm.
Yep.
And that was already approved by the Economic and Development Corp., but I think they still need to have the final approval from Oakland County, but it looks like it's set to approve.
Do you need a motion on that, or just FYI? Receive
Yeah,
and
I
file.
think we do. It's
Yes.
it's a budget item, so.
I'll move to approve it as presented.
I'll second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to amend the budget to reflect the financials that we've reviewed. If there's no questions on the motion, can we have a roll call for approval of that?
Sure. McDonald?
Yes.
Flood?
Yes,
Wakefield?
Yes.
Curtis?
Yes.
Granger? Walpole? Swat?
Okay. Motion carried. Thank you, everybody. Closed session, legal matters. Still? Can we do that?
Just a quick update, but
Okay.
does that have to be off of?
He's leaving.
So I'll make a motion to
us.
go into closed session for legal matters.
I'll second.
Okay,
I'd like to make a motion to authorize the director to proceed as discussed in closed session.
Support.
are there any questions on the motion? Hearing none. All in favor of the motion, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, please say no. Motion carries. Okay, moving on then to public comments. Hearing none. Receive and file the monthly rider and mileage reports.
So moved.
I'll second.
Motion and second to approve the monthly rider and mileage reports. All in favor of the motion, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, please say no. Board member comments. Start with Tanya. Okay, Ed?
Chris, condolences to you and your family. Good meeting.
Mike?
Thanksgiving's coming up next week, so I want to wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving and be safe out there.
Next week?
A week from today, it's here, I know it. And go Lions.
Mr. Curtis?
Yeah, I scribbled out one, so Chris will have something to say. Number two, our next meeting is December 19th. It'll be
Correct.
here. Next year's schedule of meetings, do you have that yet?
I'll have it next week.
Okay, because then I can go ahead, if you want to continue to come here, I can schedule this room unless you have another office or room you want to
Okay.
utilize.
Thank you
Well, this
for
is
that.
great, thank you.
Other than that,
Barnett?
that's it.
Yeah, I phoned in my public comment, board comment, but I want to, I'm glad, that's the reason I drove here, is I was hoping I could catch you, because I wanted to say to the group, how blessed, I used to say lucky, my mom told us a lot, that we're blessed, not lucky, how blessed we are. I know we have an amazing staff, but I want to say a special thanks to Lynn. You're incredible. We had a horrible incident 2 nights ago. It was a mad scramble with this condo explode. And just the way the staff reacts is a reaction of the leader. And I said, Lynn, I don't know what we need, but do we have any buses? By this time it was 8 or 8:30. And she said, let me figure out. And she sent 2 drivers. Todd and Deanna were amazing. And they will probably never talk to me again because I gave them 87,000 different directions. Come here, drive around there. And we thought we were going to be shuttling a lot of residents that were being displaced, and a couple that were minor injuries, to Woodside Church. And they were awesome and compassionate, and the couple residents that they were moving, one had a dog. I don't know if we allowed dogs. We probably broke a rule. One had one had
Special
she was
circumstances.
in the direct condo next to the one that blew up, and her whole the entire building is shifted 4 feet. Not the one that blew up, the building next to it, 40 feet away.
Concussion.
And we had them line up to go to Woodside Church, and the Red Cross is there, and then no one shows up at Woodside Church. So the pastors are calling, and Red Cross is calling. Well, these sweet elderly residents realized once they're in a Nota bus, they could commandeer the Nota bus.
That's true.
And they said, oh, well, if you're driving me already, can you take me to my sister who lives over here in Keatington? But I just want to say thank you. But beyond that, just the caring. I love the fact that we're still small enough to be able to do stuff like that, and with care and compassion. But beyond that, I hope I'm not going to get in trouble. But Lynn texted me 10 other times that night. I have room in my house. Send them here. Like, we can take people in. We're blessed. So thank you, Lynn.
Absolutely.
And thank you to Todd and Deanna. Please pass it on, because they,
Maybe
they
we'll get
were,
some special recognition down
yes,
the road.
And actually, Deanna lives in that neighborhood.
they probably will get some
Right,
special
doesn't-
recognition.
isn't
We
it
have a
like
plan.
Yeah.
Chris is pointing fingers that way. You should point in a little bit. There was a lot of activity coming from you.
Well, we have we have the best team, and this is part of the team. It's as much as we push back on some of the bigger things that are happening, we still up here in North Orion. No, we still in Oxford, Addison, and Orion. It's still a family feel. So, but thank you. That was
Oh, it's
very
amazing.
heartfelt, and that all the craziness the last couple of days, that stuck with me. So thank you.
Absolutely.
I
Happy to
felt
do
almost
it.
compelled that I'm going to come sleep on your couch because nobody showed up.
We'll have to check with her husband on that one.
I have no comments. Jennifer? Amber? Okay. What is the pleasure of the
At time,
board?
I'd make a motion, we adjourn.
Support.
At
Why was she didn't- why was she saying no?
5:17. All in favor of the motion, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, please say no.
Aye.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody, and have a happy and safe Thanksgiving.
Yes, thank you.